one thing I also wanted to talk about was like what young men need, you know, because I like to give people advice on this, right?
That's fun. Because yesterday I was talking to my friend about this, my roommate, and he was, bro, it's sports. Like if we had community programs more, like way more, for like after school programs or like even during school, like some kid, got suspension, 1 week suspension. So just putting that kid at home, 1 week every day you need to work out this many hours at this gym. Oh, bro, that can give people a career. Like I go into this as like, oh, this is something fun, and now that's all I do. Do you know what I mean? Like it can change people's lives.
Yeah, so you're saying we need more like young men to be involved in sports that will kind of put them. Because I remember I spoke to Ander, and he was talking about this in his episode. He was talking about how like, you know, all his friends kind of go out and do whatever, but he's been in the gym like, and he had that kind of consistency where that kind of helped him stay away from all the bullshit and just come to and do this. So it's like,
and if you see the bullshit they're doing, it's all like primitive bullshit. Like they don't want to fight. They could just do that at the gym.
Yeah,
they could just be fighting at the gym
and train that skill and be around people who take themselves seriously. I think that's what it is. Most people at that age don't take themselves seriously, and then that's fair. You know, you're a kid, but I think it also means they treat life like that. You know, but if you're around in a gym where you see this 55-year-old man with like kids, like black belt, serious, you know,
and he takes you serious as well.
Yes, exactly.
Like, that's the thing the gi does. Like as soon as you put the kimono on, everyone's the same. So like a kid will be told to ask for your advice, and like some mom will be there, some dad will be there, some grandpa will be there, and they have different takes. They can help you. It's just amazing.
One question I had too: how has jiu-jitsu changed your like relationship to ego? Like, because you know what you're saying. Like, I feel like most fighters sometimes they feel they have to have both. You got to be egotistical, like I'm the best, but also humble enough to grow.
Yeah, I think it's a character you put on, innit? Like right now, I'm way more humble because this year I know I'm not going to compete this year. So there's no point for me hyping myself up. But when I'm in fight mode, I'm hyping myself up constantly, innit? It's just different mindset for different things, I guess.
And has that been like something that's changed over the years, or is it just like have you always had that? Okay, I'll hype myself up during fight season, but you know, when I'm training, I'm more humble.
Nah, it's something Vinny told me, man. Vinny told me to create this character. That like it's the character from when you're on the mat. As soon as you, like right before, you need to have like
an alter ego.
Yeah, alter ego.
Yeah.
And you have to have a keyword. Like a keyword that's on your brain. And you just
I like that.
Keep saying that thing. And like my keyword, like people don't say it, but my one is like it's happening. Like it's I just be in my head, like, because the hardest thing, at least for me, is being present. Like, not because as I'm a reactive guy, I'll let the guy take something, and sometimes that's too much. The guy, boom, and then he tap me out. Do you know what I mean? So in my head, as soon as I'm walking in, I'm like, I'm here right now. It's happening. It's going off. Look, the guy's here. Look, we're gonna shake hands. As soon as he shakes hands, it's on. It's on.
Like almost talking yourself through it.
Yeah. And I'm just with that in my head, and then boom, and then it's silent, and then it's silent. You know what I mean?
Fascinating.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Because I think I completely agree with you. I think it's about being present. Because you think so much about what it is, especially if you're fighting. It's a fight. People have come to see me. And then, like, before you know it, you've choking hands, and the guy's already, you know, because you're not there looking at the guy. You're thinking about, okay, how do I, like, don't make a mistake?
Exactly.
And it's too much overthinking and not enough, like, embodying, you know?
Yeah, but you're going to do this 22nd, yeah?
Yeah, well, if I say yes
guys, Jeffrey's doing on the 22nd of March.
If I say yes on camera, that means I have to do it. We've got two cameras here.
In Crystal Palace.
Are you doing it? It's easy for you to say that, isn't it?
Bro, I can't even walk right now.
Oh, gosh,
I'll be there shouting, bro. Like, thing is, if you can just listen to me, bro, if I'm on the controller, it's easy. Like, I'll just be shouting the moves. You just do it.
Yeah, but it's actually super hard to do that because some people are shouting at you. And you're like, bro, I'm trying to not die. Like you're saying, like turn. I'm like, yeah, if I could do it, I would do it. But right now, my body's not feeling it, innit? But okay. One of the few final questions I had for you was that how has jiu-jitsu changed what you think it means to be strong? Like strength is defined very differently in certain different kind of like environments. So for me, right, growing up, strength was kind of like I can take your stuff. You know, it was like I can like overpower you and take your stuff. You know what I mean? But like learning martial arts has taught me that strength is actually the person that can do it but won't do it, or like they knows how to navigate situations so he doesn't have to like get there.
De-escalation.
Because they just know, you know, like for example, someone
what
like
can actually happen.
Someone like Vinny, can be kind and loving because if he really wanted to, he could like destroy you. You know, I think that's kind of changed my perspective of strength. What have you learned from like something like the jiu-jitsu about what it means to be strong?
Yeah, it's not always the biggest guy, is it? Like you see some guys like that, very nerdy, that you wouldn't think they could do stuff to you, and they could really hurt you. And I guess it's just like don't judge a book by its cover, and don't try to humiliate anyone. Like don't try to escalate a situation that there's no need to escalate, because like you don't know what the other person is going through. Like you might try spite a little bit, and that just blows up into a massive thing, and you don't know what could happen.
Yeah, so always just be like, just calm.
Be responsible, right? Like, like be aware that this is the only life you have.
Yeah.
If you go to prison, shit. If you die, shit. Like, you know what I mean? So just don't do dumb stuff. Like,
very easy advice. Isn't it? On that, then, do you fear your mortality? Do you fear getting old? How do you look at like time in like your relationship to it? You know what I mean? Like, how do you look at like, obviously, as we get older, or as I get older, I often think about like how little time we actually truly have. When you're a kid, you just think I'm going to be here forever. But as you get older, okay, cool, I actually have less time. So the moments that I spend with the people I care about mean way more. And it changes how I think about getting old, you know? It kind of becomes a process of like, I'm working towards this version of myself, rather than I'm just going to be losing all these, like this type of freedom that I had when I was a kid. You know, how do you look at age and getting old and mortality? And
man, I look forward into it, to be honest. Like, I feel like this is the harder bit of life, like between 20 and like probably like 40. It's the harder bit, but it also means like it's the moment we need to be more present, you know. We need to make sure that things are going right for when the time comes for when you're old. Because the only thing I see is like I won't be able to teach as much. I won't be able to spar as much. Like how is it gonna be? Like how am I gonna do when that happens? Like who knows, bro?
But it's gonna be great because by that time you would have done so much.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, and I think
hopefully I don't walk out into a car crash right now. Like,
don't say.
No, but that's the thing, bro. You don't know when things things can change, man. Like,
that's true.
Things change like that.
That is so true.
Like right now we're like in a point in history that it's more likely to have a war than in any point. And you don't know, mate. Like sometimes I feel like how bad do I need it to get? Like until I go like move far away, because like Brazil is at least far from all these things. You know what I mean? Like
far from the Reform Party.
Yeah. Far from all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
but like, look, I also tend to think this has been the case many times. Not that it was different. I mean, we got through that because I feel like time tends to just not give a fuck about all of these. Like people, good, bad, evil, none of that. Like it will pass. It's just what's left when it passes. And I think so. That's why it's important for people to be strong mentally, to know what they want in life, not to get swept up by all this kind of like bullshit. You know,
if I feel like I'm very strong mentally, and I get really affected by all this like war business. bro.
Yeah, imagine someone
Imagine
else.
all the
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
man.
yeah. They completely. That's why it's like it's hard because they kind of like have no motivation to try.
Yeah.
They just get completely like decimated by it,
Yeah.
and so now that's why they release all these things to even put us even. So you got to be like, fuck that. Like this needs to change.
Yeah.
Like this is too crazy for it to kind of stay the same. You know.